done the division. Now we're going to do the long multiplication. This would be so much more straightforward if we didn't have the decimal points, and that is the trick we're going to use. On the left side, we're going to do the actual calculation as you would normally do it, and it is fairly fast. Right side, I'm going to explain the principle behind what we're doing. So this is just the concept, the idea. This is doing it. Okay, now it would be so much easier to multiply if we did not have the decimal points. Now you saw me do this type of thing when we did the division. Well, we're doing the multiplication here, but it's the same principle. If you have, for example, 5 and you multiply it by 2, you change the 5. If you then divide by 2, you put it back to where it was. Well, we're going to change it, then we're going to apply or put it back. And this is what we're doing. Let's reduce the size of that, go for a pen and colour, I think, yes. 5.16, I'm going to put a square bracket around it. All the bracket is doing is grouping things. 5.16, multiply it by 1, you do not change anything. Yes, you've seen me do this before. Bear with me. Oops, no, change colour. .3 times 1 . The bracket's just grouping things. Now instead of 1, suppose I were to write that as 5.16 times 100 over 100, which is exactly the same as multiplying it by 1, so I'm not really changing anything. And we have this one here, 4.3, and I multiply that by 10 over 10. Again, that is the same as multiplying by 1. These will make it look different. Okay, let's split these up here. So we have here 5.16 times 1 over 100. That's the bottom bit. Okay, and then times 100. Let's do that the other way round. Let's do that the other way round. Let's do that the other way round. Times 100, then multiply 1 over 100. That's better. That's better. There's your multiply. Change the colour over here. We have our 4.3. I multiply that by the 10, and then divide it by the 10, which is same as multiply by 1 over 10. Now in value, that is exactly the same as that, exactly the same as that. Same here, that, exactly the same as that, exactly the same as that. So nothing has changed in value. Alright, let's now take it to the next stage. We have, let's apply the 100 times that. So we have 516 times 1 over 100. That is that. And we have here, oh, 1 minute, I need to close the bracket, don't I? Nearly forgot. Times, open bracket, 4.3 times 10 is 43. Okay. Now the actual inherent values have still not changed. That value is the same as that, and that value is the same as that. Now in the same way that we can, if we have, for example, 2 times 5, we know that is 10. We can swap those around. We can do 5 times 2 still equals 10. So when there's multiply, we've got multiplies, we can move things around. Well, I'm going to move things around. And what do I do? What colour? Let's put the 516 first. Wait a minute. Why aren't you working? That's better. 516. That's done that one. Now I'm going to move that one. Times the 43. That 10 there. That 100 there. So we've got that 10 there. We now did that 100. Okay, so what we do if we lift that up just a touch, we end up with 516, that one there, times the 43, and let's do a different colour here, times 10 times that is 1 over 1, that's 1, 2, 3 noughts, 2, 2, 3. Right, this is going to be the structure of what we put over here. This is why I wanted to do the right hand side, just to demonstrate to you what we've got. Right, so let's take that back up. I'll leave that up. Okay, we now have our information that we want to do on this side. Alright, now we actually do the calculation. Now you understand what we've done in our preparation, we can actually apply it. We have 516, I've removed the decimal point, multiplied by 43, I've removed the decimal point. Now because we got tens and units, we're going to get 2 rows here, 1 row for the tens and 1 row when we multiply the unit. Multiply the tens, multiply the units, so we get, put that there, and then we have our answer. But to return or undo the changes, we have to apply that. So we have to apply 1, 2, 3, is that right? 3 noughts, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that bit is this bit. That bit there is that bit there. Now you see why I did all this lot, is to demonstrate what's actually happening. Here is when we multiply the tens column. That's tens, that's unit. So this is when we're multiplying out the tens, and this is when we're multiplying out the units. Okay, so we have 4 lots of 10, but we're counting in tens, so we have to put 0 there. You know, look, 10. That is 0, it's a placekeeper. We got one of those. That's the placekeeper. That's the placekeeper. So we're counting in tens. Whatever number is here is the count of tens. So we have 4 lots of 6. Well, 2, 6, 12, 24. 4. Carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus the 2 is 6. 4 times 5 is 20. So we've now dealt with this little friend here, the 4. We now move on to the units. We dealt with the tens, we're now going to deal with the units. This is the column for units, tens, hundreds, and so on. Right, 3 times 6 is 18. 8. Carry the 1. 1 times 3 is 3, plus the 1 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. Add them up. 8. 8. 5 and 6 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus nothing is 1, plus the 1 is 2. 2. Let's just to make a point. Oh, it's on the other screen, hang on. Alright, we've got it back. Here we go. We want those numbers. 5.16 times, make sure I get it right, 516, yeah, 4.3, is that right, 4.3, equals, and it always does that, this calculator, 22188, alright, 22188, now notice they put the decimal point after the 2's, well look, we got 1, 2, 3 zeros, so you go 1, 2, 3, goes in there, alright. But the way I've written that, let me just remove that decimal point. The way I've written that, I've included that, so we have to write it underneath. So it is 22.188. That number multiplied by that number gives me that number there, which matches our calculator. This, once you get used to it, is fairly fast. So let's do another one. Let's try 6.73 times 2.3. So you got 2 there, 1 there. So what we have to move in the final answer, when we go back 1, 2, 3. So it is, we have to go back 3 lots. Alright, let's set it up. 673 times 23. We've now removed the decimal points. We're going to do the tens first. We've got 2 lots of 10, so we put our placekeeper there. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 7s are 14, carry the 1, 2 6 12, 13. Okay, we now deal with the units, so it goes in this column here. 3 3s are 9, 3 7s are 21, 2, carry 1, 3 6 18, 19, 20. Do your line, add them up. 0 and 9 is 9, 6 and 1 is 7, French 7, 0 and 4 is 4, 2 and 3 is 5. 0, there's a 0 there, right? 0 and 1 is 1. Now we said we have 1, 2, 3, so we go 1, 2, 3. That's how you will be taught to do it. Let's check it. Let's check it. We have 6.73 times 2.3. And the answer is that, and we have 15,479, 15,479. You see, doing helps you learn and remember. It's no good just watching the video. You've got to do some. Get yourself a calculator, make some up, try it, then check it with the calculator. Let's do another one. Let's do 429, and I want to put the decimal point there, and I want to this time multiply it by oh yeah, why not 0.26. all right, multiply, add. So we're going to ignore the decimal points. This one here we're going to consider as just 26, so we would behave as though that is tens. 26 tens, right? So we put 0 because it's that one. 2 times 9 is 18, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 4s are 8. That's now dealt with that digit there. We now do this digit here. 9 6s are 54, 4 carry the 5. 2 6s are 12, plus 5 is 17, 7 carry the 1. 4 6s, 2 6 12 24 25. 2. We've done the multiplication, now we add up the bits. 4 plus 0 is 4. 7 plus 8, well 2 8 16, come back 1 is 15. 5 and 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. 2 plus 8 is 10 is 11. Decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's check it. Clear that lot. We want 4.29, 4.29. Multiply that by 0.26, 0.26, and we get that which it loves to present it as. Look, there's the decimal point, there's the decimal point. All right. So we got that in the right place. 1154, 1154. See, it's done. It's done. Let's do another one, and then I'll stop after that. Just for fun, let's change the colour. Do I like that? Ah, that's pretty. Do that one. Right, let's have a look at 19.46 times 2.3. That's a 3. So we write that as 1946. If you like, you can put the decimal point in. 2, 3. Line up your digits. We behave as though that is tens because we consider 2.3 as 23. All right, so we put a naught. I will do one more. Okay, so we're dealing with this one here. 2 6s are 12. 2, carry the 1. 2 4s are 8, plus the 1 is 9. 2 9s are 18. 8, carry the 1. Once 2 is 2, plus that 1 makes it 3. We've now dealt with that. We're now going to deal with this one here. 3 6s are 18. Put your 8 there, carry the 1. 3 4s are 12. Yes, plus 1 is 13, carry the 1. 3 9s, 27, plus 1, 28, carry the 2. Once 3 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Do your line. Do your add, that's multiplied. Do your add, that becomes 8. 3 5, that becomes 17, carry the 1. 8. 12, 13, 14, carry the 1, 4, hope I'm right. Yeah, okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Get rid of that lot. We want 19.46, 19.46, multiply that by 2.3, 2.3, and we get, in my calculator, 44,758. Right, note where the decimal point is. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. There. Matches 4.748. Right. Now, let's do one that needs a touch more thinking. I'm going to use these numbers here. I'm going to go 19.46 times 0.023. Okay. Let me lift that up a bit. Write it out. 19.46 times, there's your decimal point, doesn't have to line up, 0, 2, 3, I'm going to make it line up, there's your 2 and your 3, there's the 0, there's the 0. Right, so that number is that number, multiply by. I've lined the digits up. Now we consider that as 23. and we consider that as 1946. Right? So we are ignoring the decimal points. That one there, second place. So we put a 0. Second place, put a 0. So we now have 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 4s are 8, plus the 1 is 9. 2 9s are 18. Carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus the 1 is 3. We've now dealt with that, ignoring the decimal point. We're now going to deal with this. 3 6s are 18. Carry the 1. 3 4s are 12, plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 3 9s are 27, plus 1 28. Carry the 2. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Just add up the numbers that we've got. 8 plus nothing is 8. That's annoying. 3 plus 2 is 5. 8 plus 9 is 17. Carry the 1. 8 plus 5 is 13, 14. Carry the 1. Consider it as 0 there. 0 plus 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Now we count the decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes there. So we can put a 0 there. So the answer to that is 0.4475. Go away. 8. That's an 8. Right, let's have a look. Where are you? Come on, calculator, show up. It was on my other screen. Right, we want to multiply those numbers together there. So we got 19.46. Make sure you get it right there. Times 0. I don't have to put the 0 there. 0.2323. 0.23. 0.23. And that gives me, notice where the decimal point is, and I've got it in the right place. Okay, 44758. 44758. You see, it works. It works. Once you get used to it, it's fairly fast. If you know your number bonds, you know. Right, I'm going to leave it there.